Hello, welcome. This is April. Welcome to your June 3rd through the 8th energy update. I'm feeling called to do day to day for this week. I feel like a lot of people are curious and there is a lot going. There's a lot of transitional energy happening. So why not focus on our day to day here? I just want to let you guys know, quick reminder, when anyone is energetically reading anything, they are tuning into an energy in the current moment. So know that if any sort of variable in this world changes just a little bit, the energy can change as well. So I want you to think of when I'm saying on Tuesday, this is how this feels. Maybe it's possible that some of that energy can bleed into Wednesday, or that Wednesday and Thursday might have a similar energy. So just know that energy is not so exacting, it is malleable. And so as long as you treat it as an expression, you will start to see how beautiful these energy updates can be utilized and how you can best work with that energy in the week. So you're not getting bombarded or believing that the collective energies is your own personal experience. All right, let's go. Let's go into this. What's coming up? June 3rd. By the way, that's today. I'm actually doing that right now. So what's going on with the energy for June 3rd? What is happening with the energy on June 3rd? Trusting, envisioning. I'm getting envisioning, but light envisioning, not something where you have this idea and you get really concrete with it and you move it forward, which that used to work really well back in the day. We're being asked to envision, to explore, to have fun, be okay with the fact that our visions can change, our inspiration and what we're doing can change, but just having fun with the process, having fun being creative, and allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to flow with the transitional energy that's occurring. I know that yesterday and the day before were a little emotional, and it's good to just, be in that energy, accept, release. And today feels more of like a resting, coming back into wholeness day, and just enjoying your human experience. Let me go ahead and see what we have here. I'm really excited to move away from a busy road here. All right. So I'm just pulling some cards for Tuesday as well. We're going into big transitions. We're leaving behind an old identity. We're leaving behind an old identity. And we're pursuing something new. We're accepting the lessons. This is going to bring us into more practicality, more of this straightforward, I really know what I want. I know what is sticking within me is going to stay. And so I'm going to really focus on these parts of myself. And it's bringing you more into abundance. It feels like a lot of this transitional energy is getting rid of anything that you thought might have been worthwhile to look at or have in your life, or maybe you didn't even see it, or I didn't even see it. But all of it's leaving. You can mourn it. The things that are sticking is what's staying for the next 20 years. But I'm also still getting, be open-minded to things that haven't shown up yet. Be open-minded. It's important to not focus on one thing and be like, that's what I'm doing, let's go. Also, another thing, today is big. June 3rd, Tuesday. It's watching things, it's witnessing things. It's witnessing yourself. And, if anything did survive this last purge that we just had, emotional purge, it could have been a physical purge. That thing, it's like, hey, I'm still here. I'm hanging on. I'm strong. You want to really focus on that thing. don't make huge plans with it. Just recognize its strength and the fact that it's stuck with you during this time. Whether it's a person, a career idea, or a place that you're thinking about moving to, or even a belief system, you know? A lot of the reasons why we're getting rocked so much right now is because it's knocking off anything that isn't who you are. It's, you know, as human beings, we tend to acquire a lot of different sets of belief systems, and we don't even realize it sometimes that we're expressing someone else's life through our being. So it's almost like we're expelling all of that, whether it's something that was ancestral, something that was socially acceptable. You know, that's what we're going through. And it's eventually, it's opening up our eyes to innovation, individuality, and true self-expression, acceptance, and true love, and what it truly means to be in a flow state in this loving life that we're meant to live. Sometimes a lot of things just have to break down in order for us to get there. That was a long-winded day, but that's probably why I felt called to get on here. It's like, this is what's happening. This is what we're stepping into. So let's go ahead and tune into June 4th Wednesday. What's going on June 4th Wednesday? Heightened and enlivened. Ooh. I'm feeling like for Wednesday, there feels like there's these extremes. Like there's a lot of heightened emotions, and it can be kind of like a positive emotion or a negative emotion. And it's this kind of roller coaster thing that's happening. Some of you might actually really enjoy that. Like you're like, I thrive in chaos. I thrive in this. This is great. Bring more. Where there's others where it's like, this is too much. I don't even know what to do. I'm going to just lay down. What can we all focus on doing in this current energy on Wednesday? Well, what's nice about these energy updates is like, you know that this is coming in, like this energy, this up and down is coming in. And so it's anchoring yourself in. It's like, okay, get more nature time. Okay, meditate more. Don't be surprised when this energy shows up. Don't take it on like, this is who I am. I'm having an up and down experience, you know, and internalizing it. It's seeing it for what it truly is. It's a big collective shift. And it's the best thing you could do is sit in loving neutrality, watch, witness. It's also not a perfection game. Hey, if you get stuck on one of these waves, you're on a surfboard and you get stuck on one of these extreme waves, it's like, let it do its thing. Like you're meant to experience it. You know, it's not that you need to be in loving neutrality to not experience the things that your soul is meant to experience. It's really flush that stuff out. Whatever you clinged on to. But then once you flush it out, come into loving neutrality as much as you can. Come into it beforehand too. See if you can regulate before it shows up, and then regulate again. And hey, if you stayed in that loving neutral space the entire time, you were in presence and nothing caught you, you're definitely like getting into that graduating the human condition. So let me get you a certificate. But that's truly our lifelong practice down here, is to have that experience without bypassing, without it, you know, if something doesn't grab you on Wednesday, good for you. You're working, you've been working on yourself, and you've addressed, and you've had experiences prior where, you know, you did get caught in waves, and now you're just kind of watching it all. And even if you externally look like you're getting caught in a wave, there's an internal version of yourself that is just still watching. So you may have noticed, even when I'm talking about Wednesday, I feel like I'm in a swirly state. It's because Wednesday is going to feel very swirly. It's kind of all over the place. So, and mind you, this can start kind of like Tuesday night. It's something that could possibly murmur throughout the week. So you want to be just cognizant and aware that this energy is in the background. You know, it feels like it's going to pop up whenever it wants to pop up. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is interesting. This is more like on a human level, or it sounded like I was going into more of that soul level. There is kind of like a shakeup on Wednesday where there are people who are getting caught in lies. Their truth is coming out, whether it's positive or negative. Justice is coming through. Like, whatever is meant to be, whatever's in truth is going to be exposed. It's almost like no one can hide on that Wednesday energy. So if it's like you've been hiding and you're amazing and all of a sudden like everyone sees how amazing you are, that's a possibility. And the opposite is true too. And it's important to just not even focus on that. Like, focus on yourself, focus on how good you the relationship you have with yourself, and let the cards lay where they lay, and kind of watch the world do its thing with this energy. No, Wednesday's fascinating. It's so funny. I was just like so compelled to do this today. What's going on June 5th? June 5th, Thursday. June 5th, Thursday. Feels like a grounded kind of like retreating energy where there was just so much like crazy energy on Wednesday that there's a retraction. I'm feeling like a lot of retraction. A lot of internal like processing, like, okay, what was that? What was that? I need to really check myself. For those who have a tendency to take external and collective energies personally, you might feel a little bit sad on these days. Just, I want you to really feel that it's not personally you, okay? You know, people collectively go through ups and downs, and the more that you practice loving neutrality and presence, going within, not caring about what this world is doing. I know that's a very third eye perspective, crown perspective, and really just knowing that as a soul, nothing can hurt you. Nothing can take away your sovereignty when you have non-preference. The more non-preference you have as a sensitive and intuitive, or even as just an individual that's working on awakening their intuitive intelligence, you'll notice that your sovereignty stays because you have faith and conviction that God, universe, is here to take care of you. No matter what, it's like whatever shows up, it's like whether it's positive, negative, whether I feel bad or good, it doesn't matter. This is what is meant to happen at this time, and I'm in non-preference. I'm in unconditional love and non-preference. Sit with it. It will be easy on Thursday to fall for kind of like this like tired, gunky vibe is what I'm getting. And if you are sitting in the energy that I just discussed, you'll notice that it's easier to move through that. Also, a way to move through that is by giving. Do a phone call with a friend. Maybe send someone a gift. You know, it's kind of like get out, even though there's this desire to look within, there's also kind of a moment where it's like, okay, go do something with somebody to get out of your head. So that's Thursday. Interesting Thursday. Okay. I believe that was the 5th. Let's go ahead and go into the 6th here. What's going on the 6th Friday. What's going on the 6th Friday? Huh. I got like a completion era. Like there was a kind of like a soft realization. Soft realizations and understanding the dynamics in which this week was and what showed up for you. And kind of just like brushing off any excess from the big wave, the big emotional collective wave, and seeing like, okay, you know what, I think I found my footing here. Even though I'm not really 100% sure what's coming in, I have my footing on what I just experienced. I'm getting like a lot of sovereignty energy, masculine, kind of just like feeling like coming into wholeness on Friday. Friday would be a great day to journal the amount of work you did and being appreciative of how much work you've done. There is a sense of feeling stable on Friday. And a lot of you are looking at, I'm recovering from having like a little cold. A lot of you are coming into, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Even though there is a sense of being in wholeness, there's also this feeling of I'm still waiting on something. My old life and my new life. My human life, my spiritual life. It's like some of you have your toes or your feet dipped into 2 topics, thinking that you have to choose one or the other, or that you're waiting for the new one to come in. But I'm getting the message, it's important to know there is no separation. There is no separation. There's not, even though we're saying as human beings, there is no old life. I mean, there's an old life that's leaving and a new life coming in. That is creating a separation, but humans do have to label. But I'm getting that invite yourself to believe that there's actually no transition. There's no separation. It's just transition. The back of the boat is still connected to the boat, and so is the front of the boat. Sorry, I'm channeling right now. I'm getting schooled right now too. And I'm like, oh, that's helpful. Thank you. It's so, because if we separate it, it's this desire to be there already. When we're actually supposed to be sitting in our moment right now and creating a frequency that enhances the transition by creating presence in our lives, so we can magnetize what we need as a soul in every moment. When we desire something, when we try to get things to manifest, all sorts of crud monkeys come in. Wherever your energetic frequency resides is the law system you get to exist in. And I guess I'm going on an Akashic Records right here. The key is to not look at what world should I live in. Should I live in the spirit world? Should I live in the physical world? Should I live in the old system? Should I live in the new system? The power lies in merging. The power lies in merging. Merging the energetic unseen grid into the physical world in the present moment. If that makes sense to you, congratulations. You get it. For those it's not making sense to yet, it's okay. The unseen grid is something that when you sit in compassion, love, non-preference, no opinions, like doing your best to be in that energy, you're able to connect to the fabric of all of creation, the energetic fabric of all of creation. That is showing you what to do, where to go, how to be. And then when you take action on it in the physical world, you're bringing that energy, that miracle energy down into this physical world, and your life changes when you have your toes dipped into two worlds at the same time. So it's important to remember that we're not going from an old to a new, even though I say that all the time because I'm getting this message right now. But that we are starting from the back of the boat and going into the front of the boat. It's just a transition. And we're learning how to merge so we have the whole boat, so we can experience the whole boat all at the same time. Just sit in that. Just sit. It may not make rational sense. Don't plug into my words word for word. Just feel the energy behind it. And that's the other thing. Feel the energy behind everything. That really taps you into the unseen grid. All right, I went on a little bit of a tangent, but Friday, it feels like we're stepping into like a higher consciousness on Friday and understanding, so it matches it. Let's go to June 7th, Saturday. What's going on June 7th, Saturday? It'll be just fine. By the way, I just want to say this. I live in Boulder, Colorado. This place has been real interesting. I got like a month and a couple days left. I'm more than excited to leave. I learned a lot here. I learned a lot. It taught me what to do and what not to do. And I'm sure that you guys are having that experience as well with something in your life. Saturday is about practicality, bringing in a sense of your new boundaries that are coming in, because with a higher consciousness, with a deeper awareness comes a deeper understanding of what your needs are. So Saturday has more of this like grounded, practical feeling to it. I'm getting this a lot too. It feels like this week for a lot of people was a lot of hard work, and probably for the last few weeks really, on an internal level and external level. And there's this sense of like, I just want it to be simple. I want things to be simple. I want to get rid of things. Saturday feels like this kind of refresh everything. Like press the refresh button. Let's start over. Like, what are my needs? What can I do to make my life more simple? And how can I connect in a simple way? So what's popping up to me right when I'm saying that is, you notice how spirituality and complex, like even like kind of like how people think has been very complex over the last, I'd say, year and a half has been really like, people have gotten more complex about their ideas, about getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's like, actually, I can get deeper if I simplify. I can get deeper if I simplify. The path of the least resistance, or the path of the truth, is simple. Spirituality is actually quite simple. Being a human being, if you took all the emotionality out of it, when it comes to like our ego thoughts about being a human being, if you brought it into third eye crown perspective, being a human being is quite simple. It's the conditions in which we create that make it complex. So there's this awareness around this on Saturday, and we're coming into kind of like this mental simplification. I'm liking it. Doesn't have to be so hard is what I keep getting. What is hard is what is not working. And I'm not saying that, like what is hard when you're pushing and pushing and pushing, that's what I'm talking about. If you're insecure about something, I always say move through it. Prevail through insecurity. the insecurity is holding you back from your purpose. So find ways to simplify your life and to nurture the ability to move through insecurity. Saturday. I'm getting all sorts of stuff this week. I'm liking it. Okay. Then we got June 8th. June 8th, Sunday. What's going on June 8th, Sunday? Kind of like, it feels like there's a collective mission to prosper. Like, I want to prosper in all the ways, not just in a materialistic way, but all-encompassing. In family, relationships, in my own personal relationship with myself, in my career, in my ability to connect in my community. There is a sense of recalibration and balance and reflection on this. It feels a lot more positive. Sunday feels positive. Just getting like very interesting energies about, and mind you, this is the only place I pull tarot, by the way. Isn't that funny? Forward movement, feeling positive, feeling optimistic, resilience. It feels like the whole week has created this sense of peace and resilience. This doesn't mean that all of the outcomes are starting to come to fruition. It's that there's this kind of inner peace, this inner resilience, this inner understanding of self that came in on Sunday. And that is actually the energy that's meant to propel. If you can maintain that energy to the best of your ability during these big, because we're gonna keep getting transitional energy. I'm actually like not feeling something like really start to stick until like July. So it's about how we treat these energies at this time is really how the next chapter, or the movement of our chapter, is it's being fed by that. Oh, what are we unaware of about Sunday? Let's see. Okay, so some of you may have not had time to do the work with this week energy. So there might be a little bit of a dump, like a little purge dump on Sunday for some of you. If you weren't able to, if you like worked the whole time and you didn't have time to reflect all week, it feels like there's this like dump that happens on Sunday. So it's not clear for everybody, but know that we're all catching up. We all have our own timing with things. Yeah, for those people, there's gonna be a little bit of frustration on Sunday. You know, take what I say with a grain of salt, by the way. Don't let me program you. Don't assume that since I am saying this, that's how your Sunday is going to be. I am just giving out pulses of energies that are occurring. So I want you to just remember, whenever you're getting a reading, energy reading from anybody, not just me, take everything with a grain of salt. Feel the energy behind it. Every reader has a lens on the energy. They have their own filter. And so you want to pay attention to the vein of energy that they are reading about and tune into it yourself and be like, how am I feeling about that vein? Getting readings are meant to help someone look beyond the physical so they can tap into and merge into the unseen grid with the physical world so they can step into their power. It's not meant to be so factual. It's something to play with, like art. Art is creative and fun. Many people can get many perspectives from it. So enjoy it. Feel into the energy behind it. And I invite you for these few days to just really feel the energy. Don't take just my word for it. Feel it. Say, I am taking my energy out of this. I'm taking my belief system out of this. And I'm tapping into the collective energy. What does it feel like? there. Enjoy your day. And yeah, I invite you to practice this. I have a whole mediumship course, psychic mediumship course in my membership. And when it's not in my membership, it's $250. So you just join the membership, it's $11 a month. There is a lesson on how to read the week ahead. So if this is something you're interested in practicing, go for it. The link for my membership is in my description below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. Bye.